back.
No worries, we're excited to have you back. It's been a long time since we've spoken. Last time we did speak, you had a single out and things were kind of moving with the album. And a lot has happened for you since. Tell us a little bit about the track and why you kind of decided to come back of sorts with that particular song.
Well, this song came about last minute when I was wrapping up my album, and the record really just hit me in the gut, and it was something that, it was the same feeling I got with Hot Right Now, with R.I.P, with Partyable S, with like Shiny Light, Doing It, Black Widow. I just wanted something that meant something in that moment, and that represents what I was going through and how poisonous I felt love was for me at that point. And you know, it's sometimes not as sweet as it may seem, and instead of fighting them, join them. That's why that song for me made sense. And it was written by Kate Nash and Julia Michaels and a bunch of other people, but for me those two females really represented something that I was going through at the same time, and it really came from the truth of Poison. So I really admire people that just take, you know, the bull by the horns and just roll with it. That's what Poison is.
Cool. And you've made a lot of mentions about that it came at the end of the album recording process. There was a lot of stuff in the press about, you know, the album being delayed and so on and so forth. In your own words, why was there that stretch of time?
Well, in my own words, two reasons. I wasn't ready. The album just wasn't ready. Every time I recorded something, I didn't feel like it was up to the standards that I wanted it to be at. And two, the timing wasn't right. Whether it was something personal, whether it was something with the label, whatever, it just wasn't right. So I'm not going to put something out under stress and under pressure. I'm going to put something out that I respect and that I love and that I know that I can sing in 10 years time. I wanted to do an album that I knew that I wouldn't be bored listening to it in 10 years time, something that was timeless for me, you know. And the debut Aura was so great. It really put me on a platform that I can never ever have imagined. But now I wanted to do something that wasn't like different, but just was me, but a bit more older. You know, some people get comfortable, get brave, think, you know what, I've had so much success with the first album, let me try and get all creative and weird, and then it's just not going to happen. What I wanted to do was stay into the lane that I'm comfortable in, which is my love for pop music, but also have the undertone of, you know, my love for The Weeknd, or, you know, Jamie XX and these types of artists that people wouldn't usually expect me to listen to, you know. I'm a big fan of music, so this album is just something that was meant to represent that, whether it took, I don't know, 2 years or a month.
Cool. So Poison has a very big and anthemic kind of sound. Would you say that's indicative of what we can expect on the album, and who have you worked with and what kind of sounds can we expect?
That isn't exactly what the whole album's going to sound like. The album for me has so many different kind of perceptions, you know, because you kind of listen to one song and it's almost like such a sexual kind of acoustic ballad, and then you listen to Poison and it's like a powerful, you know, half-tempoed. I mean, the hook for me, which is what really kind of made me love the song, was it was just half. It was a half beat, and it was like inspired by the passion Pink gives, but also like my love for storytelling. This album is a storybook. It's not like a therapy disc from me. It's more of like it's just an honest album, you know. It's no like metaphors. It's kind of like, it has its own thing. But the rest of the record really is influenced again from my love for, you know, Weeknd and Frank Ocean, and just my love for grime as well.
Who are some of the people that you collaborate with from a production and an artist standpoint as well?
So I'm very lucky to have an amazing record that I can't wait for you guys to hear, that was written by Ed Sheeran. And this song is really special to me. And it has a message of, like, it's just me. It's like you stripped me naked, you know what I mean? It has that kind of feeling to it. So that for me means a lot. And that's just one of the artists. Also, I've got a really great surprise feature that I can't say, because it's going to be like, no, she didn't, she went there. But it's a good way, because I'm such a fan of this artist, and I have been, and I've verbally been expressing my fanniness. Does that make sense?
No, we get it.
Fanniness, not as in like fanny. Because I've been expressing my fangirl for this person for a while, so I'm happy it's finally happened. This isn't about who is on the record, what is this record about, it's about the content. And that's all that mattered to me.
Cool. And you know, when can fans expect the album? There's a lot of buzz, there's a lot of anticipation. When can we have it in our hands?
Well, Poison's out 28th of June, and then I'm going to follow up with another single straight away. And my plan is more of a September release.
So kind of shifting gears a little bit, you're very much a 360 entity. You're doing endorsements, you're doing films, you're doing music. No worries at all. As an artist that's really spearheading that, why do you think that's so important in today's day and age?
To be a 360 artist, whatever that includes, for me it's designing with Adidas, having my own line, doing a makeup range with Rimmel, kind of being in cameos of these movies because I love it, recording an album, all of this, you know, being on a TV show, all of this is really about my brand, my music, my way of how I want people to perceive me as not only a musician but a businesswoman, someone that thinks ahead of time, that wants to be comfortable in about 20 years time, you know? And especially where music's going and how everything is kind of streaming and social media, I think it's vital that you have a 360. Not for your, you know, but then again, you have artists like incredible ones like Sam Smith and Adele who are just one record, boom, this is who I am. But I think that some artists, like myself, are in that place where you can use these tools. And I don't think it's a shameful thing having a campaign out and having a record out or having a movie out. Why not do it if you can? You know what I mean? So I don't think it kind of discredits what you do. As long as you do it well, it doesn't matter what you do. With my acting plans, I mean, it's whoever wants to take me, I'm here. But I think for me, I don't have an ego when it comes to the acting world. Yeah, I'm proud to say that I'm a part of this journey, and it's a little part, you know, for example, Southpaw, which is the movie coming out that I'm in. It's a little part, but it's an important part for me and my journey. It's not like, oh, because I'm Rita that I can't do, you know, these parts. I don't mind. I just want to be in the process and be involved and kind of, you know, I'm a fan of the actors that, you know, I meet or that I see, and I think that it's just another chapter of my journey. So, you know, one day hopefully I'm going to graduate to these amazing roles, and, you know, when that day comes, I'll be happy.
Congratulations on your Oscar nomination, by the way.
Thank you.
No worries at all. We love the performance.
Oh, good. Exactly, and also performing at the Oscars for me was just kind of like, whoa. You know, being nominated, I didn't win, so I was on that stage, you know. And being from London, there's nothing that feels better than doing things that people sometimes don't expect. My most embarrassing onstage moment was, it's probably that time where I had food poisoning, and I think I was in Russia, and I went on stage and I did an intro, and it's really energetic and up, and I just felt sick. You know, I don't know if it was an anxiety thing, I didn't really eat, and I kind of just thought, I'm going to throw up right here, right now. So I sat down and I threw up.
Did you continue the show?
But what I love is that it wasn't online.
Oh wow, so it was like went under the radar.
No, it's so cool because no one picked it up.
That's cool.
It was it was earlier in my career though, so but it was amazing, imagine that.
At least it gives a story to tell. So yeah. A lot of your Rita bots are very, very excited about your album coming out in America. This will be your American debut, as you kind of mentioned. You've not released anything there from an album perspective since kind of bursting onto the scene. When can fans expect that in the US one?
It's definitely a plan for this year. It's like I'm a new artist, you know, so I want to make sure I'm stepping on the right stones. The 3 things in real life that are poisonous, #poison, is junk food, anything from McDonald's to Nando's to anything, it kills me, but I love junk food. Watching movies or watching a series and like not being able to walk away from it, and like ending up you finish the whole box set and you're like, boom, I can't believe I just did all them episodes. I wasted so much time of my life. And for me, sometimes it's love, so that's it.
Rita Ora, thank you very much.
Thank you.